Hello there, grade, and welcome to our math skill for today. We're going to be looking at measuring liquid volume. Remember, in our problem solving, we learned that volume is the measurement of liquid. And we can find that by looking at the capacity. That is how much a container can hold. So how much can it hold? So this says capacity, liquid volume, is the amount a container can hold measured in liquid units. Two metric units of capacity are milliliters and liters. Now right now I want you to see if you have a bottle or something at your house that measures in liquid. You may see that things are also measured in pints, gallons, and those are the standard units. Today we're going to be looking at these two, milliliters and liters. Now, to think about how much a milliliter is, I want you to think about an eyedropper. Like that maybe you get some water to put it in your eye. About 20 of those drops is a milliliter. So I want to show you some tools that measure in milliliters. Right here I have a syringe, and you might see these when you get medicine out of different containers, but you pull it up and it sucks liquid inside of it. But you can see that there are numbers on the side. Now there's also these little dashes. It starts at 0 and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They count by fives for every large line. So I'm going to show you what 1 milliliter looks like just by putting this in here, making sure it's all the way out, and then looking from the side. I'm going to pull it up until it says 1 milliliter. Alright, so this is 1 milliliter. It's not a lot. I'll show you it's about 20 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what 1 milliliter looks like. It's not a lot. It's just a small amount. And the other one we have here is a liter. Now, when we're estimating stuff, this would be like a large water bottle. You might have something like this. A big bottle. That would be a liter. Now, I want you to think about what item, milliliters or liters, would you use to estimate how much this could hold? Would you use those tiny drops? Or would you use that bottle? Well, this is pretty large, so I would use liters to help estimate. Down here, it tells us how many little milliliters, how many of these are inside a big bottle. There are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. Now, I want you to answer this convince me down here. Suppose the capacity, the amount of liquid a container can hold, of the pail above is given in milliliters. Is this number greater than or less than the number of liters? So I want you to think about, would there be more milliliters in here or more liters in the bucket? And how do you know? Pause the video and answer that now. And we're going to move on to the next page. Now remember, the word estimate means to guess. When we're going through these, we will be estimating using milliliters or liters. Susie made a large pot of soup for her family. The pot Susie used has a capacity of 5 liters. That's how much liquid it can hold. So I want you to think of 5 of those big water bottles. Could the capacity of the same pot be 5,000 milliliters? Well, yes, because down here we learned that 1,000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. So what is 1,000 milliliters? That's 5,000 milliliters. So the answer is yes. And then we can write that 1,000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. It's a capital L for milliliters, lowercase n, capital L. Number 2, find a container that you predict will hold more than a liter and another that you predict will hold less than a liter. Use liter and milliliter containers to check your predictions by finding the actual capacity of the container. So let's do a quick check. I have this container right here. So let me zoom out a little bit. I have this container right here. Now I'm going to guess, would this be measured in milliliters or liters? What do you think? It's pretty big. So do you think I'll measure with milliliters or liters? It'd be measured with liters. And you can kind of see maybe on the side, I don't know if you can see it, it says 1/2 liter, 1/4 liter, and that it is the metric side. We can try to get this in there so you can see it a little better maybe. See the different liters in there? So they measured by half. Let's move on to do you know. Circle the better estimate for each. So would this be closer to 2 liters? Think about that big water bottle, it's just a cup, or 250 milliliters? It would be closer to 250 milliliters. That would be 1/4 of a liter. So if I'm looking at this, that would be up to here. Number 4. Is this closer to 5 milliliters or 1 liter? Well, I know 5 milliliters is this amount right here, and that's definitely less than that big bucket. So I think it would be 1 liter. I'm going to estimate that it is 1 liter. What about a bottle of juice? A whole bottle of juice. Well, I know 10 milliliters is only that much. And I know a bottle of juice is much larger than that, probably about a liter. What about cereal bowl? Well, 3 liters. Okay, I'm thinking of a Pepsi bottle, a 2 liter of Pepsi. That's much more than a cereal bowl, so that's probably 300 milliliters. Down here at the bottom, there are more for you to estimate on your own. I want you to think about what makes sense. This first one is a fish tank. Would it be milliliters or liters? This teaspoon, milliliters or liters? This sink, milliliters, liters? This juice box, a teacup, bathtub, a bottle cap, a teapot, and then write an estimate for the capacity of a dog bowl. How much do you think a dog bowl would hold? And then estimate the capacity of a vase. That would be somewhere you would put flowers in. Once you're finished with the bottom of this, you can move on to the next activity for today.